Oh, oh, well, hey, man. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back for yet another review of Love Island USA. Okay, so go ahead to come on in. Hit the like button as you are on your way in. We're going to talk about the latest episode and what it was giving. Y'all know they ended up spending a few days over in Casa Amor. And, this episode was interesting for me. After they spent time at Casa, more decisions were made, recouplings and things did indeed happen. All right, we had Jared bring somebody back from the old villa. We had Chaz, it's his name. Chaz brought somebody back from the I'm sorry, Casa Amor. You also had what's his name, Isaiah, to bring somebody back from Casa Amor. But what's interesting, you had Deb. Deb decided she was going to get somebody from Casa Amor. Naja got somebody from Casa Amor. Kat decided she wasn't going to get anybody, and I feel like it could have been someone else that grabbed. I think Courtney. Courtney may have gotten somebody from Casa Amor as well. But what's interesting is that it seems like nobody really wants to stick with who they chose outside of Miss Courtney and Mr. Chaz. Okay. So yeah, that's just very interesting. So I mean, it seems like people chose folks from Casa Amor because they weren't too sure whether or not their coupling person was going to come back, empty-handed. So because of that, I guess that drove a lot of the decisions for them to grab somebody else. But let's go ahead and talk about some things. And real quick, if you hear any noise in the background, honey, just understand that my man is in the kitchen and he's cooking. All right. So let's go ahead and talk more about it because Sydney face indeed was cracked. It was indeed broken when she saw that Casa Amor brought back the beautiful Phoebe. Okay, I'm sorry. When she saw that Isaiah brought back the beautiful Phoebe from Casa Amor, Sydney says that she felt broken. And I was a little confused because I'm like, girl, why do you feel broken after 3 weeks? Broken, Sydney, after 3 weeks, girl, cut it out. Hurt, yes. Maybe a little bit of embarrassed. Okay. Maybe you even feel betrayed. But broken, girl, cut it out. You act like you've been with this man for 3 years and that y'all developed all of this trust. Girl, you only known this man for barely a month. Like, girl, cut it out. Okay. And it could have been longer than, 3 weeks. Who knows? But girl, like, that's what she said. She said, I thought that I showed my loyalty or whatever the past 3 weeks or whatever she over to talk about. Like, Rosita, girl, shut up. All right, let's keep going. Isaiah tells Naja that he's 30% into Phoebe and 70% into Sydney. And I just found that to be kind of interesting when he said that he's 70% into Sydney, 30% into Phoebe. This is what was interesting because Naja asked, well, if you know that you're 70% into her, why would you go and be into somebody else? And that right there was like, I know you're not over here asking the questions, Miss Ma'am, when you were just crying last week over not getting to know Isaiah. You was bawling your eyes out, and then now you want to come over here and question him, girl. If anything, that ain't got nothing to do with me. If I was you, Naja, that ain't got nothing to do with me, girl. Because listen, I was over here trying to get to know you, honey. And I'm glad that you was able to go away from Casa more and get from under the thumb of Miss Sydney because Nick Sydney was holding you very closely. All right. Now, whether Isaiah decides to go back to Sydney, that's ultimately his decision. It's gonna be whatever. But I am glad that he got from up under her nails, so that we can see, is this a real genuine connection between the both of y'all? Is this what y'all giving to us for real, for real? So that's what I mean, because it's giving very much so one-sided, like she's more into him than he is into her. So if this is what he has to do to walk away and come back and show you that, hey, I'm more into you, it is what it is. Okay. Let's keep going, okay? Now, Zeta and Courtney tells Sydney to be extremely calm. In other words, they're telling her, do not show him all of your energy, okay? Do not give him all the crying and the hooping and hollering and all that extra stuff. Don't show him that. You want to handle this situation as calmly as possible. And I said they're kind of giving her some good advice, but I want to see Sydney blow a gasket so that it can drive Isaiah closer and closer to Miss Phoebe. All right, but anyway, Naja over there telling Isaiah how Jeff is mad at her. She's bothered as hell because she feels like Jeff hates her at this point because, of course, he came back empty handed, whereas she decided to couple up with Nick. And I'm like, oh, girl. But Jeff over there saying that his ego is in the way and that at this time he's not really trying to talk to Nigel because, okay, his ego is bruised as it should be. He was ready to come back and give her the world, okay? And Miss Girl decided to take a piece of her world and give it over to someone else. Now let's get to Jesse and Deb, because Deb and Jesse talk about missing each other, okay, and about her kissing someone else. But Jesse was open to have this conversation because this is exactly the wake up call that Jesse needed in order for him to show Deb the things that he needs to show her, giving her more affection, letting her know how much he's into her, all of that great stuff. So it seems like Deb may be getting what it is that she wanted. Now it's just interesting that she didn't start up being coupled up with Kyle, and Kyle over here looking dumb as hell because she finna go right back to the guy that she was originally with. All right. So let's go ahead and keep going. Okay. And Deb also said if Isaiah were to, not Isaiah, Deb said if Jesse were to leave the villa, she would feel horrible. Yes, I'm sure you would, girl. I'm sure you'll feel terrible if he ended up leaving the villa. Okay. How Timmy almost sent my girl, Miss Zeta, home because of his foolish antics. Girl, you know what, honey? Let's keep going. Sydney walks up to talk to Isaiah because she didn't want to do it. The girls told her, you need to go talk to him. So that's what she does. She goes to talk to Isaiah. He tells her about the makeout session that he had with Phoebe. Isaiah says that at this point he is nervous. He is very scared. Okay, nervous and scared. Okay, she says that she wants him to be happy and do what he needs to do. That's not what you really feel, girl. But I understand you trying to take the advice of the ladies and not show him your crazy side, for real, for real. All right, and she's trying not to cry so hard, or at least try not to cry in that particular moment. I think eventually she did shed some tears, but she was trying to be strong, you know, because I'm tired of seeing her cry. I'm just tired of Sydney. Like, Sydney, for me, okay, just for me, guys, I'm not understanding her being overly emotional over a person that she's only known for a few weeks. And that also goes to Phoebe, because Phoebe, I don't understand why you're shedding tears either over a person you've only known for 48 hours. You're gorgeous, in my opinion. I love that you're coupled up with Isaiah. But Miss Ma'am, we finna call it out, okay? So Phoebe is crying because Isaiah is talking to Sydney, and he's talking, and he told Sydney how he missed her or whatever, and she's like, "Can you not say that in my face?" And it's like, girl, let's not act like you didn't know what was gonna happen when you came into this villa. Okay, you know his feelings not just gonna go away just like that real quick, like when he spent more time with this other girl. Cool it down, okay? I didn't understand that. You know what was going on. Isaiah seems to be regretting his decision just a little bit, but then I'm wondering, are you really regretting your decision, or are you just feeling bad because Sydney is crying? And obviously Isaiah seems like the type of guy, he don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. He ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to go through all of that. You know, one of the reasons why I feel like he was stressed out and not really trying to give old girl Phoebe the full opportunity, because he didn't want to hurt the feelings of Sydney. And I just need to know, is it that you don't want to hurt her feelings because you genuinely care and you want this relationship, or do you not want to just deal with her response and her whining and her crying? You just don't want to see that. Like, I don't know. Some about it doesn't seem genuine. I just don't think he all the way into her. But him being coupled up with Phoebe is going to let us know what side of the fence Isaiah is really on. Okay. So Isaiah says that Sydney was betrayed and he effed up. Okay. He says, this is what he's telling Phoebe because at a later time, he's gonna have a conversation with Phoebe. Okay. He says that Sydney was she felt betrayed. He says he felt like he effed up because Sydney doesn't have anybody with her. Kind of the same feelings that Naja had when she coupled up with somebody and then seeing Jeff empty-handed. It's like, dang, this person was really loyal to me. Like, I done messed up. So Isaiah is kind of dealing with the same feelings. Okay. He says that the vibes with Sydney are stronger than they are when he gets with Phoebe. Okay. Isaiah says that he is sure she knew the situation would be effed up. And I'm kind of like, yeah, I think she did know the situation would be effed up. Okay. She says, yeah, I guess she was agreeing that she did know, but she didn't expect that the effed up situation would come from him. And I don't know why you would think that, considering the fact that you sat up there and said that Sydney who, all of y'all talked about how y'all watched the show and see the graphs that she had on him. So you knew it was going to be a difficult, trying situation. Okay. So he says that he told her the reason why, because she was upset. She was like, I didn't like how you really didn't acknowledge me. You didn't do this or that. You know what I'm saying? It was more about her and how she felt. And he says that he wanted to have respect for Sydney. She says, okay, so you wanted to have respect for Sydney was you showing your lack of respect for me. Okay, so whatever that was, it was what it was. Next thing you know, they do a cut to Sydney crying, and I'm just in all caps like, I cannot stand her. I cannot stand Sydney. I cannot stand this fucking crying. She always crying, and I'm not understanding. I just don't get it. Like, you would think that she mad, like she in love with him. Like, at this point, it's only been a few weeks that Miss Girl already in love, and it's just, oh, girl, I hate it. I just can't stand to see it, y'all. Anyway, let's keep going. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, okay? Nick talked to Nigel, okay, and he says that he talks to Nigel. I'm sorry, he actually talks to the guys. Nick talks to the guys and he talks to them about how Nigel did not bring up Jeff. And Jeff had me hollering when he kind of pretty much turned his stuff over and put his hand up, like, what going on? Like, Jeff definitely had me tickled like a motherfucker. Jeff just said, listen, honey, y'all work on whatever it is y'all got to work on. Leave me out that mess. I'm going to go ahead and step aside and let y'all do what y'all going to do. Like, let's move on, okay? Isaiah says it means a lot that Sydney was alone because it shows him that she still rocks with him and that she's still loyal to him. But let's be honest, y'all. We all sit up here acting like we didn't see Sydney couple up with Andy at the top, like going behind her man back. And then you got the audacity to sit up here and cry and whine and all this extra shit. Girl, you got the audacity when he didn't sat up here and coupled up with someone else, I guess. Anyway, so Sydney says that her guard is back up at this point and she does not trust Isaiah. Okay. Now, Courtney says that when Courtney was over there talking to Sydney, it was interesting for Courtney to sit up there and say that it's a lot of women that look like Phoebe. I disagree with that, but if you want to talk about what a lot of women look like, hell, a lot of them look like you. You don't even look like who you used to look like. Maybe if who you used to look like Sydney, look like Phoebe, then maybe we'll get it. But a lot of women out here looking like you. Like you try to downplay the beauty on Miss Phoebe. I don't like that. But anyway, girl, let's keep going. So Nick and Nigel have a conversation. Nigel tells Nick that she really more interested in Jeff and she kind of want to see where that's going to go with their relationship. Nick is over there feeling played because he like, so you basically sat up here and played me. You sat up here and lied to me and told me that I give you everything that it is that you feel you need in a man only for you to want to double back on the dude that you had before me. Like, bro, that's trash. You're trash, okay? So he doesn't like that. He called her out on her bullshit and everything. But she was just like, I mean, think about it. We really didn't have no issues for real. He went over to Casa Amor, came back empty-handed. We really weren't fully established. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to see what's really up. So obviously he showed me some type of loyalty and we didn't even have a full title for him to do that. So yeah, I gotta give that some type of chance, don't you think? So and Nick and Nigel ain't going nowhere because she's back over there in the pond of Jeff, right? So Isaiah let Sydney know that he will be investing all of his time in Phoebe. Now, the way he said it to her was that he was trying to get a reaction out of her, but at the same time, I felt like you don't have to tell her SHI nor a piece of a tea. That's Isaiah still showing that he really likes her. He really cares about her. He want to give her a head up about stuff. You don't what's understood does not have to be explained. We already know that you're gonna give her time because you done brought her over here from Casa Amor. So you're gonna be investing all of your time, and then gonna say that he'll make a decision tomorrow. What? If you're gonna be with this girl for 24 hours and then make a decision the very next day, I kind of feel like that's unfair. Then what was the purpose of bringing her back from damn Casa Amor? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know. I just feel a way about that girl. But Miss Phoebe, you better lay it on him thick, girl. Lay it on him thick, because I really don't want to see him with Sydney. But either way, do what y'all gonna do. Don't see y'all lasting outside of the villa. Either way, good luck. And let's go ahead and move on. Okay. So Kat and Jerry end up having a conversation. I have to say, Kat looked very cute. She looked super cute when they were over there talking to Jerry. And Jerry is fine. And that's just what it is. Okay. So she pretty much told him, listen, I ain't gonna find no, attractions or anything over there with Casa Amor. But listen, I'm more so into you. So what's really good? Like, what's up? Like, can we do a little something? And it seems like he's going to give her what it is, okay, that she wants. He's going to give her a chance. They kissed and everything. And then you got Miss Shanisi or whatever her name is across the way, Shanese, whatever her name is, Miss Girl over there watching them. Yeah, girl, your man has been snatched up. Okay. So I'm at that point when I saw that, I said, dang, everybody that done brought somebody back from Casa Amor, they don't even want the people that they kept. I can't blame y'all because it was very underwhelming. For real, for real. But y'all just kept people to stay safe in the game. I get it, girl. Let's keep going. Okay. So Phoebe tells Deb that Isaiah's Casa Amor actions aren't lining up, especially if he cared so much about Phoebe. And I'm sorry, about Sydney. And I'm looking at Phoebe like, don't say that, because you act like you didn't do a whole lot of convincing this man to give you a chance. So I felt like the first, y'all was only in Casa Amor for maybe 3 or 4 days, girl. The first 2 to 3 days, like everything was lining up. He wasn't trying to give you a chance, okay? He gave you a little bit of energy, but not enough for you to think that he would be even considering you. So let's not and say that we did, girl. Try to sit up here. Like, see, now Sydney, now a Phoebe, girl, I like you, and I still do, but when you put a little spin and a little twist on something, I have to call you out, girl. Okay? Because that right there, no, ma'am. Talking about his actions and stuff didn't line up. And I'm like, girl, you talking like he was just all out there being all wild and willy-nilly and everything. And that's not what it was for real. You had to do some convincing to get him to give you a chance. Come on now. All right. So anyway, Naja and Jeff over there talking, and he's trying to talk. She trying to talk. She saying he ain't listening or whatever like that. And she's like, "No, you're not listening." And it's like, you know what? I just see a whole lot of sexual energy over here and a whole lot of sexual chemistry. Why? First of all, y'all both just want to argue. Y'all want to argue so that y'all can make up. So I was just like, can y'all just shut the hell up and go somewhere and just real quick, just go somewhere and get it on. Take them to the hideaway, please, because that's the energy that it was given. Anyway, they're back together, Jeff and Nigel. She's really happy. She's seeing what it is that she had in Jeff. I was happy for Jeff. I was happy that Jeff was happy. So hey, we'll see what's gonna happen between the both of them. Okay, they're gonna make it to the end for sure. All right, as long as there don't be no more slip ups, honey. But we gonna see. All right. Now, anyway, that was pretty much it. I just said that nobody brought anybody back from Casa Amor except for Chaz. Chaz was the only one that brought somebody back. He was the only person that brought somebody back that he was really interested in. Nobody else I could really think of was interested in somebody else, from a Casa more. But either way, honey, that's really all that I got. I want you guys to hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about the latest episode of Love Island USA, girl. I'm Jamie. That's me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me, honey. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.